Nicholas Boothman's book, How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less, is a practical guide on how to establish quick connections with people, whether for personal or professional reasons. Boothman emphasizes that first impressions are crucial and that the initial few seconds of interaction can determine the trajectory of any relationship. The book is filled with actionable techniques that focus on body language, verbal communication, and overall attitude to help individuals create positive, lasting impressions. 1. The importance of first impressions. Boothman begins by discussing the science behind first impressions. He argues that people form opinions about others within the first few seconds of meeting them. These opinions are often based on nonverbal cues like body language, facial expressions, and overall demeanor. According to Boothman, making a favorable first impression involves conveying warmth, confidence, and openness, which can set the stage for a successful interaction. 2. The role of body language. One of the core principles in Boothman's book is the significance of body language. He explains that body language often speaks louder than words and can either enhance or undermine the verbal message. The following components are crucial in creating a positive impression. Posture. Standing or sitting with a straight posture signals confidence and readiness. Boothman advises against slouching or crossing arms, as these can be interpreted as signs of insecurity or defensiveness. Eye contact. Maintaining appropriate eye contact is essential. Boothman suggests using the business gaze, which involves looking at the triangle formed by the eyes in the middle of the forehead. This type of gaze communicates attentiveness and interest without being too intense. Smiling. A genuine smile is one of the most powerful tools for making others feel comfortable and welcomed. Boothman highlights that a smile can break down barriers and set a positive tone for the interaction. 3. The magic of rapport. Boothman introduces the concept of rapport as the foundation for any successful relationship. Rapport is the feeling of being in sync with someone, where mutual understanding and trust are established. Boothman outlines several techniques for building rapport quickly. Mirroring. This involves subtly mimicking the other person's body language, tone of voice, and pace of speech. Mirroring helps create a sense of similarity and comfort, making the other person feel understood and connected. Matching. In addition to mirroring, Boothman suggests matching the other person's energy level and enthusiasm. This can involve adjusting your own behavior to align with the other person's mood or demeanor, which fosters a sense of compatibility. Synchronizing. Synchronizing is about finding common ground or shared interests that can serve as the basis for a deeper connection. This could be as simple as commenting on a mutual experience or shared opinion. 4. The power of words. While nonverbal communication plays a significant role, Boothman also emphasizes the importance of verbal communication. The words you choose can either build or break rapport. He provides guidelines on how to use language effectively. Positive language. Boothman advises using positive, affirmative language to convey enthusiasm and optimism. Negative or critical language can create distance and hinder rapport. Open-ended questions. Asking open-ended questions encourages the other person to share more about themselves, which can lead to a more engaging and meaningful conversation. These questions often start with how, what, or why, and they invite the other person to elaborate on their thoughts or feelings. Active listening. Boothman stresses the importance of active listening, which involves giving your full attention to the speaker and responding in a way that shows you're engaged. This can be done by nodding, making verbal acknowledgments, or paraphrasing what the other person has said. 5. The secrets of charisma. Charisma, according to Boothman, is not an inherent trait but a skill that can be developed. Charismatic people are those who can make others feel valued and understood. Boothman identifies key elements that contribute to charisma. Presence. Being fully present in the moment, without distractions, makes the other person feel important. Boothman advises against checking your phone or looking around during a conversation, as these behaviors can convey disinterest. Empathy. Showing genuine empathy involves understanding and validating the other person's feelings. Boothman suggests using phrases like "I can see why you feel that way" to demonstrate empathy. Enthusiasm. Expressing enthusiasm and energy in your interactions can be contagious. Boothman encourages readers to find something they genuinely enjoy about the interaction and let that enjoyment shine through. 6. The role of appearance. Appearance plays a significant role in the impressions you make on others. Boothman advises dressing appropriately for the situation, as your attire can influence how others perceive you. He also suggests that grooming and hygiene are crucial components of a positive first impression. While it's important to be authentic, taking care to present yourself in the best possible light can help you make a favorable impression. 7. Overcoming communication barriers. Boothman acknowledges that not every interaction will be smooth, and communication barriers can arise. He offers strategies for overcoming these barriers. Clarification. If you sense that there's a misunderstanding, Boothman recommends asking for clarification in a non-confrontational way. This can be done by saying, "I'm not sure I understand. Could you explain that in a different way?" Pacing and leading. Boothman introduces the concept of pacing and leading, where you initially match the other person's communication style and then gradually lead them towards a more positive or productive direction. This technique is useful when dealing with negative or resistant individuals. Handling objections. When someone expresses objections or resistance, Boothman advises acknowledging their concerns without getting defensive. He suggests using phrases like, "I understand your concern, and I wonder if we can find a solution that works for both of us." 8. The art of persuasion. Boothman delves into the art of persuasion, which he views as an extension of building rapport. Persuasion, when done ethically, is about influencing others in a way that benefits both parties. Boothman outlines several techniques. Reciprocity. People are more likely to say yes to someone who has done something for them. Boothman advises offering help or value first before making a request. Social proof. People are influenced by the actions and opinions of others. Boothman suggests using testimonials or examples of others who have benefited from your suggestion to persuade someone. Scarcity. The perception of scarcity can increase the perceived value of an offer. Boothman cautions against using this tactic manipulatively, but when used appropriately, it can be an effective persuasion tool. 9. Networking and making lasting impressions. Boothman extends his principles to the realm of networking, where making a strong first impression is crucial. He provides tips on how to make a memorable impact in networking situations. The elevator pitch. Boothman emphasizes the importance of having a concise, compelling introduction ready for networking events. This elevator pitch should summarize who you are, what you do, and what you're looking for in just a few sentences. Follow-up. Making a good first impression is only the beginning. Following up is essential to maintaining the connection. Boothman suggests sending a personalized message after meeting someone to reinforce the positive impression and keep the relationship alive. Building a network. Boothman encourages readers to view networking as a long-term investment rather than a one-time event. Building a network involves staying in touch, offering help, and being genuinely interested in the well-being of your contacts. 10. Applying the techniques in different contexts. Boothman provides examples of how his techniques can be applied in various contexts, such as in professional settings, social situations, and even romantic encounters. He emphasizes the adaptability of these principles, noting that while the core techniques remain the same, they can be tailored to fit different scenarios. Professional context. In a business setting, making a good impression can lead to career advancements, successful negotiations, and stronger professional relationships. Boothman advises being particularly mindful of body language and verbal communication in these settings. Social context. In social situations, these techniques can help you build friendships, establish connections at social events, and become more likable in general. Boothman encourages readers to be genuine and authentic in their interactions. Romantic context. When it comes to romantic relationships, Boothman's techniques can help create attraction and build rapport. He advises being confident, empathetic, and attentive to the other person's needs and feelings. 11. Practice and persistence. Boothman concludes by stressing the importance of practice. Like any other skill, the ability to make people like you quickly requires consistent effort and refinement. He encourages readers to practice these techniques in everyday interactions, gradually building their confidence and proficiency. Over time, these techniques can become second nature, leading to more meaningful and successful relationships. Conclusion. How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less by Nicholas Boothman is a practical guide to mastering the art of quick connections. By focusing on first impressions, body language, verbal communication, and the principles of rapport, Boothman provides readers with a toolkit for making lasting, positive impressions in any setting. Whether in personal or professional contexts, the techniques outlined in this book can help individuals become more likable, charismatic, and persuasive, ultimately leading to stronger relationships and greater success.